Hey Aries, welcome to your reading for 2020. This is for January 2020, but it's a general energy present at this time during the shift from the year 2019 to 2020. It's a new year, it's a new decade, so it's just time is fluid. So whenever you hear this message is when it's meant for you. It's for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs of Aries, or whoever happens to be listening. If you're unsure, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can also check out your Moon and Rising signs, the reading for those. And yeah, just remember it's general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't resonate. And it's this is just kind of a quick general reading for the collective of the sign. If you're interested in a longer, more specific reading where we go through the whole year 2020 up ahead, you can contact me for a private reading. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I just pulled these cards, so I haven't fully looked at them yet. So let's go through and see what the messages are for you guys at this time. So for the crowning of the reading, which is kind of the overall energy of this time, you got the Air Guardian, shift your perception. So this could mean you might need to kind of change the way you think about something, get a new perspective. Sometimes that means you might need to, for me, I find it helps to move around, maybe go travel, or just go, like, even going for a walk in nature or something, to help you reflect and maybe shift the way you're thinking about something. So the air signs are all about, it's all about thought and communication and thinking. So if there's anything that's getting in your way from the way you're thinking or perceiving things, then this might be the time to shift that. I will just read the extended message for you guys here. So we have, when this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You're being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you're being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You're being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you're ready to do the internal work to support them. So there you go. Might be a little shift of thinking for some of you. So that's the overall energy here. I was having problems with my lighting, so I'm trying to move the cards so you can see it, all the detail there. There you go. And then I got gifted these beautiful knowledge cards here. I'm just going to show you quickly. We have the Animal Spirit knowledge cards, and this is the artist, if you like the artwork. And from the same artist, we have the Goddesses knowledge cards. So I pulled one of each from these for you. Let's take a look. We got, wow, oh yeah. In every single reading I've done so far for this shift, there's been a full moon in at least one of the cards that show up for every sign. We just had an eclipse going on. There will be a full moon, I believe it's around January the 10th, and possibly another eclipse if I'm not mistaken, but I'm just sensing there's a big shift going on around that time, or something might be happening for some of us because I keep seeing the full moon there. So let's see what the Raven is all about. Creation, magic, and illumination. So the Raven is frequently associated with powerful magic and omens. Its symbolism parallels that of the coyote and the rabbit in Native American myths, and it is worshipped as a deity. The Haida and Tlingit, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, peoples of Western Canada and Alaska revered the raven as a hero and helper of human beings, a role reflected in the bird's prominent position in the totems of the Northwest. The raven is believed to have placed the sun, moon, and stars in the sky, bringing light to the people both day and night. Wow, so beautiful. So it might be a time for you to create, to feel the magic around you. Yeah, there might be a kind of a alignment with the moon and the sun, with this eclipse energy and the full moon. So there you go. And from the goddesses, let's see. Oh, look, that's a beautiful one. Athena. So she's a virgin goddess of war and wisdom, a symbol of courage and friendship. She often counsels warriors to gentleness. She's especially honored as a goddess of agriculture, the creator of the olive tree, the flute, the ship, goldsmithing, and shoemaking, and the goddess who introduced the yoke for the oxen and bridle for the horse. She's a patron of all useful and elegant arts. I'll let you guys read it. Okay, so basically she's a powerful woman, and might be a time for you to use your intellectual and creative abilities to create something, to shift something, to even offering counseling. Maybe you're able to help someone through counseling. You have a lot of wisdom to share. So courage and friendship. Beautiful. Sorry, I'm just getting to know these cards, so I haven't read them before, but this one's really nice. Okay, now we're going to go through the oracle cards. So first I pulled one for kind of the end of the year, or maybe the last kind of energy of what was happening at this time. And you got this star, and this is the third time this card came out in these readings for January 2020. So I guess it's a very present energy at this time. The star is like shining through the darkness, and it's a major arcana, so it's a major card, and it's like you've gone through all the trials, you've gone through all the challenges, and you've gone through it all, and now it's time for renewal, for new hope, new fate, new cycles, new beginnings. And it's like just being finally, it's like maybe you've gone through so many things, but now you're finally in the energy of feeling like, yeah, like I feel good about my future. I feel like this happened for a reason. You're able to shine through the darkness, and you're connecting with your gifts and your talents and what you can offer to the world. This is the card of Aquarius, and it also came out for the sign of Aquarius. And you know, we keep hearing we're shifting into the age of Aquarius, so this might be, you know, why this energy is especially present into this shift. So yeah, it's beautiful energy. It's a beautiful card. It's about using your resources, your talents, your gifts, shining out whatever you have to offer the world. It's like now is the time to bring that out. Beautiful. And then in the center of your reading, we have the Queen of Water. So water is all about emotion, and the Queen, she's very sensitive, intuitive, and compassionate. So this could be you. This could be an energy that you're utilizing at this time, or someone around you that's helping you. It's just being very in touch and balanced in your emotions and your intuition. So this is a very kind of almost like high priestess kind of thing, but it's really being mature with your emotions and having things in balance and just being connected to the heart. So being able to make decisions and everything from your heart, and just feeling everything, using your feelings. So that's a beautiful energy for the center of your reading. And then that's shifting into the Six of Water. So more water for you. Water is emotion. It's also our relationships with people and friendships and things like this. And the Six of Water is about, I mean, this could be a time to reflect as we're going through this transition. And here she's reflecting. You see, she's got the water is reflecting back at her. And this is a card of nostalgia and looking back at the past. And it could be that it's time for some of you to let go of the past so that you can bring in that new beginning, that new, you know, not like looking at the past like, oh, the good old days, like when the days were like that. It's like instead of focusing on that time, it's like putting that energy into the now and creating the future, creating new memories, creating something new. Or it could be you're nostalgic and you're bringing back maybe things you used to like doing, you know, hobbies or jobs or whatever you used to like to do, and trying to bring that back into your everyday life, something that brought you joy and love and happiness. So it's like reflecting on what brings that for you, what brings out your joy and your happiness, and maybe bringing that back into your life if it's not there at the moment. So this is about looking back. Okay, and then for an advice card, we got the Page of Fire. So you got the fire, your fire sign, so this is all about you. Look, another big full moon. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on, but it's in all of the readings. There's been at least probably 2 cards with full moons. And see, you got the full moon there. Got the moon there. And this also looks like a big moon, or, you know, just a big glowing orb of some kind. So, yeah, pay attention to that. So the Page of Fire is enthusiastic action, adventurousness, venturing forward, beginning a new project, acting on a new idea. So you might have a new idea about something and you're just going for it and you're putting all your passion and your energy into it. I'll just read some of the quotes from this book with this card. I am free to venture forward, for co-creating a life true to my desire is my right. I am finding my purpose as I take the first step into something new, and my ideas have value. I dream boldly. So you're turning your dreams into reality, and there's a lot of magic in this card. Look at the colors, a lot of this light colors, butterfly transforming something, like you're taking that energy and putting it into the real world, so, or the, you know, the physical world. So wow, beautiful. So that's the advice. Maybe you're taking all your hope and your inspiration. The star is a card of inspiration, really. And you're connecting to your heart, to your past, and putting this all together to create something new. And I pulled an extra advice card just because I felt it. And you got another major arcana, the Fortune's Wheel, which is all about cycles, the wheels turning. It's like, it's karma, it's like things shifting. Not the only constant is change, so it's like things are always changing, but this is also about karma, and this is about things possibly coming your way, like maybe good fortune coming your way usually is what this card represents as well. So I'm just gonna see specifically. Yeah, and it's a very, in this specific deck, it's a card about destiny meeting synchronicity. Synchronicity, you might be noticing, you know, it's like meaningful coincidences. So if you hear a lot of the same thing or see a lot of the same thing, like messages keep coming up for you, then it's a sign. This is how the universe and the spirit world communicates with you. And if you follow that, and if it tells you something, then it brings you into this flow where you can keep experiencing that, keep being guided towards, you know, what you desire. And so it's trusting the co-creative partnership with spirit, and knowing that there's something out there looking out for you, and it just shows that everything is connected. So maybe something good will happen. You'll be like, wow, like this led me to this, and this is showing me that it's a big synchronicity here, and things are working out, you know, the way I hope for. And I don't know, you just might have a moment like that, and then you'll just keep flowing on that ride. So yeah, beautiful. So thank you guys for listening. That's all the cards for today. So this is pretty general, so if you're interested in something more specific for you, we can go more in detail for the year up ahead. So contact me. And thank you for listening. Sorry it's a bit shaky. I've been experimenting with different ways of filming. But anyways, so yeah. So I'm seeing some inspiration for you, and possible some magic, some illumination, utilizing your intellectual and creative powers, and connecting to your heart as well, to come about this new start and this new project, maybe around the time of the full moon. And if you follow the signs that you feel, it will lead you in the right direction, and just like keep tuning in, follow your heart. So thank you guys, and have a great rest of the year, and happy new year whenever you're listening to this. So take care, much love.